Greetings, Commanders. It's Swag here, your community manager at KIXEYE. This week we have the single biggest update to War Commander ever. It's the new world map, and it is going to allow you to attack, capture, and control territories that are rich with resources. It is going to bring your experience to a whole new level. Let's get an in-depth look at the world map.
The first step in getting to the new world map is to build a staging area, which you can find in the Buildings tab. The building is 100% free and comes pre-upgraded for players with a higher level command center. It's here that you'll be able to transfer your units into a queue that will prep them for launch into the world map. The staging area can also be upgraded, which will allow you to hold more units. Now that the staging area has been constructed, click on the Units tab and let's select some units to transfer to the staging area. When units are added to the staging area, it frees up space in your base to make even more units. After all of our units are created, we can come over and click on the Available tab. As I move the cursor over each of the units, you can see that there is an arrow that appears over top of them, meaning that they are eligible to be moved over to the staging area. One by one, I move my units over until my on-base window is completely empty. Now let's go ahead and exit to the world map and check it out. The world map is comprised of a series of connecting hexagons. Any hex that has a blue rim indicates bases or units that you control. A red rim indicates a hex that is controlled by an enemy player. A yellow line around the perimeter indicates that it is controlled by a rogue faction. Mouse over your base and click on Create Platoon in order to move your units onto the world map. On the right of the screen, you'll see 4 different tabs that say Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. These tabs indicate 4 different squads that you can create within your platoon. Continue to move your units from the staging area to your squads until the desired capacity is reached. Finally, click on Create Platoon. Now select the area around your base in which you'd like to deploy your platoon. After you deploy it, you can mouse over the platoon and click on it to either give it a move action, to return it to your base, or to see more details about the platoon. After I select Move Platoon, I will be able to move my cursor over the grid to select a destination point. Each destination point will be marked with a time value that will indicate how long it will take to travel to that destination. I've made the decision that I want to move my platoon to the next hex on the right, which will put me in a prime spot to attack a rogue faction base. Keep in mind when you attack a base that your map placement will directly affect the direction in which you attack a base. After I've made the decision to attack a base, I will be given the option to select from my 4 different squads within my platoon in which order I would like to deploy them on the battlefield. Now, because my units were attacking from the southwest on the world map, they will also attack from the southwest on the battlefield. If you are unsure of which direction your units will attack from, you can simply see the indicator above the squads. This makes placement of your units on the world map absolutely critical when you decide to make an attack against an enemy unit or base. Next, we're going to attack a rogue faction resource deposit, which is also one of the new features with the world map. In this battle, because my units are attacking from the northwest on the world map, again they follow suit and are attacking from the northwest on the battlefield. In order to control an enemy resource deposit, you have to destroy all enemy units and all enemy buildings that are occupying the space. After you have destroyed all enemy units and buildings, you can now take over the base, which will start producing resources for you. These resources will be added to your base every few seconds for as long as you have the space and the deposit is under your control. Now that I've taken over the resource deposit, the rim has changed from yellow to blue, and I get a little exclamation point icon, which indicates the deposit is under repair. Now that I have captured the deposit, I will want to send in a platoon to guard the base to prevent it from being taken over by an enemy player. Move your platoon next to the deposit, and then click on Enter Deposit. You can now deploy your units to protect the deposit, and you will even have use of certain buildings such as the mine factory. Keep in mind your unit deployment will be key in order to defend your deposit against the enemy. The new world map also allows me to attack with multiple platoons. Here I have 2 platoons that are positioned outside of a rival player's base. After I have made the decision to engage this base in battle, I can see that on the left-hand side of the screen, there are 2 different tabs that I can call back and forth to see where my platoons are going to attack from that are positioned outside the base. Using this feature, I can pick and choose which squads of the 2 different platoons that I want to send in. This makes it so that I don't actually have to use all the squads in one platoon. So that's most of the main features that you're going to see with the world map, but there's some extra features that we just don't even have time to show you here today. So get in game now, check out the brand new world map, and blow shit up.